Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we have our final look at Stranger Things Season 3 with the trailer dropping today. Next month will be Christmas in July. For many of us, we've been waiting a very long time for Season 3. We've been getting, teasers here and there. I think we've gotten maybe a trailer and a teaser so far, and I believe the last one we got a glimpse of where our characters are now in their life. It's basically about them growing up and not being kids anymore. So I imagine we're going to be getting a lot of uh, introduction to them going into high school, 11 trying to learning how to integrate, because so far season 1 and 2, she's been pretty much absent. She's been hidden, right? She's been absent for most of their life outside of their home, and she ran away and then she came back. But I think this is going to explore more of her actually um, integrating with the others in high school and just everyday normal life, while at the same time fighting whoever it is the big bad is going to be for this season, which I'm imagining is still the tentacle looking thing, which we never actually, never actually fought. Just managed to escape from, right? So very excited for season 3. Hopefully this trailer doesn't reveal too much, but let's check it out.
You let us in,
Who's this speaking?
and now you are going to have to let us stay.
It has a voice?
Doesn't make sense. I
She
closed
closed the
gate.
portal.
What if he never left?
Found another way in. Ah,
What if we locked him out here with us?
you mean inside you?
He'd want to attach himself to someone again. A new host.
July 4th, Ghostbusters.
It's building something.
No matter what happens, we have to stop him.
It's like
Together.
it's infecting more and more people, so it's not just one person now.
Now it's time. We are going to end you. We are going to end your friends. And we are going to end everyone.
It's getting much bigger than just kids now.
We need to end this. I can fight.
Better than any of us. But I need you safe.
What the hell?
I need you to trust me.
Holy mother of God.
Or space eaters. So there we have it, Stranger Things season 3, the final trailer before release. It's just about 2 weeks away, so it's almost here. I mean, the trailer revealed quite a bit in terms of. I mean, we know who our big baddie is now. It's that tentacle creature that's been plaguing them since season 1, or well, we didn't see his true form until season 2, where he kind of took over Will, or sort of, or plant. It was trying to plant, you know, something inside of Will. We know he was released from that eventually, and 11 closed the portal, but it appeared as though he managed to find some other way out. And it seems as though here that he's attached himself to, is it Max's brother, right? I forgot his name, Billy or something like that. The douche jock, basically, who we know has, you know, problems at home, abusive dad and all of that. So I don't know if it's a case where it's people who are conflicted or have negative thoughts or things like that that he's attracted to, or are now his hosts. Because I'm wondering now, you know, the world has become so much more larger than it was in season 1. You know, it's you're almost tempted to think, all right, this is something much more than kids can actually handle. I mean, they have 11 on their side. I was wondering whether or not Will now has any abilities based on, I mean, his being a temporary host before, right? I'm wondering whether or not Will himself will have some abilities here. Right, 11 is definitely going to need some help, and I mean, I don't imagine the tactics that they've been using throughout season 1 and 2. This is a whole other scale. This is a much larger scale, right? He seems to be coming. He's already crossed over, and he seems to be finding different hosts. It doesn't appear to just be Billy alone. We saw some other guy. I'm not sure if he's a part of him, but he looked shady. Okay, he looked evil. So I'm going to assume that he is. But at this stage, I don't think a local town sheriff and 11 alone is going to be enough. I'd love to see Harbour coming back. It's unfortunate that, you know, I mean, Hellboy didn't do as well as they had hoped, but I do still enjoy the actor. I think he's done a brilliant job as Harbour, so it's good to see him and the rest of the cast back here as well. But it's a threat that they've been facing since season 1, season 2. It just didn't have they didn't have a name or a form to fight it. It wasn't even technically real at the time. You know, they couldn't touch it. But now he's crossed over, and he's now in our world, and they're gonna have to fight to survive. I imagine that we didn't see. I don't think we saw Max in the trailer, or even Lucas for that matter. But they, similar to the last trailer. I mean, the last trailer that was released, it was more Dustin heavy, and Nancy's boyfriend, I forget his name, the nice jock. But we haven't been seeing all the characters so far. But at the same time, this fleshes things out a bit more, so we kind of have an idea now as to, in terms of what the threat will be, what exactly they're going to be facing this time around, right? And as for how they're going to be pulling this off, I have no idea. I am concerned whether or not we're going to lose someone this season. I don't think there have been any complaints about, you know, characters living too long and not surviving in this particular world, because it's a coming of age series in effect, right? It's basically just it on TV. Although Stranger Things came first, although it does borrow elements that it borrowed which came before, and you know, but I get a feeling that we're going to be losing a character this season. It has built up, I mean, a lot of popularity from season 1, 2, and we're now at season 3. But I worry that, you know, it kind of, the level of threat that we are handling, it's come across as though our characters have just skated by a bit too easily without any loss whatsoever, right? It makes the threat feel not so dangerous. Season 2, we lost someone that was the mom's boyfriend, Joyce's boyfriend, but he was introduced in season 2, the guy that was working on Radio Shack. It was an epic, you know, it was an epic way to go out, you know. He managed to save everyone, overcome his fear, he saved them, and he died at the end. But it was kind of a cheap kill-off because they just introduced their character in season 2, and he was just there so that they could have someone to kill off. So I wonder if they've looked at that criticism and they're wondering if maybe they need to kill someone off this season. So we may very well lose someone. If I had to say, I would say maybe it's Nancy's boyfriend or Will's brother, since they're currently in a love triangle of sorts, and everyone felt as though she should have gone with the other guy, but she went with the jock instead. So I imagine that we're going to be I imagine we are going to lose someone this season. Not entirely sure who. I would prefer it not be one of the kids, but who knows? And that's I don't know. Who knows? All right. I do hope, again, I didn't see Max around. I do hope that she's still a part of it. I don't know, 11 has been the only girl for the better part of season 1. Then season 2 came around and she was out of the picture, out of town for most of it, and they introduced Max. But we do see Max's brother, so I imagine that her and her brother will be a huge part of season 3 as well. So it'd be good. It's just an interesting dynamic to have those characters interact with each other. And I would hate to lose that. So I wouldn't want any of those characters to die off. But at the same time, we do want the threat to feel real. And going up against a creature like that, it would be a bit weird if we came off and there was absolutely no loss among the core group that we have working with. So I would hate it, but I think it may be necessary, especially if we're going to go beyond season 3 into season 4, or maybe even further. There needs to be something to spur the characters to go on, and not just upside down. You've done that season 1, we've done it season 2, and if you're going to do season 3, there needs to be some weight, right? In terms of what they're fighting for, right? And especially why these kids are being targeted, or they're the ones who seem to come upon this creature more than anyone else, right? And that's in part due to 11, of course, but at the same time, the threat does need to feel real, and in order to do that, there need to be some consequences for what's happening. So I do suspect that we will lose someone. I don't want to, but I think it may be necessary. All right, be sure to post on the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this trailer, what you are looking forward to the most for season 3, and whether you agree with me or not, whether we need to lose someone this season so that this feels a bit more grounded and realistic, and the threat feels a bit more real, right? Be sure to hit like or subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.